Everybody, my name is Jacob Curtis, and I have been dreaming of starting my own business since I was in my early 20s. This really came from my desire to share what I learned and have experienced throughout life. So a little bit about my story and what my inspiration comes from. I grew up in a small town in Utah, and I didn't grow up with a lot of money. I didn't know this at the time, but later in life I learned that we didn't have a lot of money when growing up. We had enough. I had a great childhood. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, probably one of the hardest jobs in the world. And my dad was a high school art teacher. I remember when I was in 8th or 9th grade, I remember overhearing him say that he made just over $30,000 a year. So for a family of 6, that's pretty tight. So they were always struggling with money and budgeting and things like that. And I wanted to figure out why and not have those same issues when I got older. So I graduated from high school and moved to Brooklyn, New York. And the same similar situations I saw with a lot of people there as well as they were living paycheck to paycheck. And they always seem to have like more cars than house, and that kind of seemed backwards to me. So I always had the goal of figuring out what is money and how to actually help people with it. So I went to college and I studied accounting. I got a degree in accounting. After graduating with my bachelor's degree, I started a corporate job as an accountant. Just working the 9-to-5 grind for a few years. While in school, I met this wonderful lady, my wife now, and we eventually got married after we graduated from our MBAs actually. So while working full-time, I went to night school, got my MBA, and we got married, and then I got my CPA license. The company I'd been working for the last few years was acquired, and I was let go, which was fine. It was perfect timing for us because I could now start my business, which was the ultimate goal, and which has really been really good. So some of that inspiration for starting this business and focusing on business finances is when I was in college, my mom had started her own business, and because I was studying accounting, she needed some help with bookkeeping and things like that. So I helped out with a little bit of bookkeeping and tax here and there throughout the years. And as her business grew, so did my role in her business. But I moved into more of a planning and strategy role with her. We sit down once every couple of weeks and we kind of go over the numbers and kind of what she's planning to do with her business. And I kind of take that back and figure out, okay, well, if she wants to do X, Y, Z, then she's got to have A, B, C to do so. And we lay out a plan and move that way. And I really enjoy that. I really want to help other small businesses in the similar way. But one of the biggest takeaways I've learned working and going through school, working the 9-to-5 corporate job, working with my mom, is you've got to be intentional. It's all about the intentionality of your spending. You can't just frivolously spend money, otherwise you don't have it anymore, right? It just goes. And so that's kind of where we are. That's where we come in, is we help kind of figure out where you're spending your money, which spend is valid, which one has good ROI, and which doesn't. We want to really maximize that ROI and all that money that comes in, because you've worked your butt off to get some sales coming in, right? Like, business is not easy. It is not for the lighthearted. It takes some gumption, some persistence to actually grow and start a business. And so we want to make sure that you keep as much as that as you can. And that you bless others, yourself, and others with that money. The ultimate goal of all small business owners is to be financially independent and free from working for the man, right? And that's why you're doing it. And that's what we want to help you do, is to grow and expand and become a profitable, independent business. So we focus really on the Shopify and QuickBooks users. That user base is our bread and butter. We really want to dive in with you and help you grow your business. We specialize in helping the retailers, e-commerce people make their businesses profitable. We call these e-tailers. I don't even know if that's a real term yet, but we'll see. So we want to help scale your operations and become a more profitable business, so you can turn around and bless your employees and those around you, including yourself, to being financially independent. So we work towards getting the business to work for you and not you working for the business. When you first start out your business, right, you are it. Like, there's you, and maybe you have a partner or a spouse or something like that, a friend. And it's really just the two of you, or one or two of you, right? And you wear all the hats, from marketing to sales to fulfillment to customer service. I mean, you're everything. As you grow the business, those hats get bigger and bigger and heavier and heavier, and you start passing those on and hiring people, right, to take over maybe the customer support, maybe the fulfillment issues. And one of those hats that becomes heavy in an issue is the finance branch of the business. And that's where, again, that's where we come in. We want to help you with that. We want to take over your bookkeeping. We want to help you maximize the value that you see behind that. Bookkeeping and taxes are a necessary evil. Every business has to deal with them, and if you're not dealing with them, don't worry, it'll come back and bite you in the butt. I'm just saying, it'll happen. And so we want to, before it gets to that stage, we want to help you get that. And if you are in that stage, we want to help you get out of it. We want to help you clear away the garbage and settle everything that we can. So as those hats get heavier and heavier, one of those is the finance hat. We pass that on. Now, you may not need a full-scale accountant full-time right away, and that's fine. That's totally understandable. Like most small businesses probably don't. But as you grow, you may end up needing that. So if you already have a bookkeeper, you already have somebody that's helping that, we want to work with them, and we want to work with you to get your business to the next level, to kind of level up. So we want to take away some of those burdens that you are feeling and free up your time, because you are more valuable steering the company, providing vision and direction for you and your employees than you are sitting in the back office doing accounting and bookkeeping and taxes. Okay, that's not why you started. You did not start your business to reconcile the bank account every month, but we did. And we know how to do that efficiently and quickly to provide value and feedback to you to grow your business. We want you to be able to have the tools needed to grow the business how you want to. You're an entrepreneur, right? You know how to innovate and get things going. You have the persistence to do that, and we want to be there with you and give you the tools and provide tools for you to get that, to knock down the barriers that are keeping you from winning. We want you to win, okay? We want you to dominate in your market. And we know some of the strategies. We've worked, like I've said, I've worked in corporate, and I've worked with my mom, and we know strategies, internal processes that will help you grow your business, to help you become financially independent. And lastly, we're not just a finance department. We also want to help you and guide you and advise you and plan for the long-term strategy of your company and your business, right? We want to solve those problems, all those day-to-day problems that come up. We want to put out those daily fires, because that's not really why you're here. You're here to guide and steer that business and to see your baby grow into something that's going to be awesome and amazing for those around you, for those that are working for you, for those that buy your products. And that's really what we want to help you do, is to be intentional with your money so that you can bless others' lives, to be generous with your employees, with yourself, and to really be an awesome business. So if you have any questions, please schedule a call with us. I'd be more than happy. You're going to call. You're going to talk to me most likely. So schedule a call, talk to me for a little bit, and we'll get you started. We'll get you on this pathway to total and complete financial independence and freedom, so that you can bless your life and bless the lives of others. Thanks. Have a good one.